All right, now as we're getting into specific planning, we're going to think a little bit about your time of day and your location that you would like to be considering to try your prayer of recollection practice. Let's talk first about time of day. Different people find different times of day work. My general observation has been that mornings seem to work well for a lot of people because it allows you to think about what you've meditated on during the day. But that's not exclusively true. And even if you do it in the evening, you can still carry it with you through the morning too. So you can give some consideration to that. And my main encouragement would be to be flexible. Sometimes even if morning is better, morning is still really hard. If you've got kids you're getting ready and you're getting ready for work and you have to get up early, that can be a very difficult time. But also be creative too. Maybe lunch hour works for you. If you're a teacher, maybe you have a planning break that works for you, afternoons or evenings. So take these things into consideration and think about a starting point. But you might also want to think about flexible, like, okay, I want to try morning, but if that doesn't work, then I'm going to shoot for lunch hour or whatever your plan is going to be. The second thing to think about is location. It's really good if you can have a place where you can close your door and have total quietness, just have solitude and silence. Your phone should either be out of the room or off. If you can, did I say close the door? It's nice if you can have a door that you can close for that sense of, and you can let your family know, or wherever you are, let them know, hey, this is my time with Jesus. I'm going to be a half hour here, whatever. So that people can understand and appreciate that time. And you know, if you and your spouse are doing this, maybe you can help each other carve out that time. So at this point, what I want you to do is give it a little thought. Talk with your group or think about this on your own if you're doing this individually about what you want to try for starters, knowing that you may need to be flexible with that. A couple of other ideas that I'll throw out there. One time, I know one person who experimented with, they didn't do prayer of recollection right in the morning, but they would read through it and then they would have it in their brain so that they could start processing it as they were doing their regular morning routine. So as they're showering and getting dressed, they have something wholesome to think about that's starting to prime their mind for the meditation time later. So that's kind of a cool example of creativity. Another one is, I know one person who has experimented with trying prayer of recollection, going ahead and doing the full thing, but then taking a meditative question from your time that isn't answered, because a lot of these things, these meditations are easy to take a superficial answer, but to really go deeply into the true answer that's inside us that we don't always look at, that can take more time and it really needs to percolate. So she experimented with taking those questions with her while she was cleaning the bathroom or doing chores or whatever it may have. And you'll find that when you do that, it's a much better use of our brain to be using it that way. And it brings Jesus more into our real everyday existence. And it makes our what we would call our real everyday existence that I just called it, it makes it more tied into the true real existence, because our existence here, what we think is real, aren't the things that really matter. But the real existence, the spiritual existence, is the one that we don't always give as much thought to, but it's the one that actually deserves way more thought. It's the one that matters. So it's exciting to think about that. And we'll be talking more about ways that you can bring prayer recollection, meditation thoughts into your day. But for now, pause the video and talk with your group or plan by yourself how you would like to start your location and your time of day that you want to give a try.